Recording started. All right. So we'll start today. Just a cross-legged seated position. So if you feel any tightness in the hips or the knees, feel free to either take a different seated position or maybe sit up on a block just to boost the hips up. And then just rest your hands, palms up or down wherever they land, and close your eyes. Taking the first just a minute or so of class to get here. If you need to do any adjusting of your technology, volume, that sort of thing. If you need to do any adjusting of your body to sit comfortably in this position, take the time to set yourself up for success. Take the time to do that now. And then once you do get to a comfortable seat, start to pay attention to your breath. Just notice where your breath travels as you breathe in and where it travels as you breathe out. I came across this quote. It said, yoga is an opportunity to find space in a crowded world. I think of it as an opportunity to create space for yourself and perhaps for others in this crowded world. Unknown, by the way. In today's practice, we will focus on just that, creating space, but perhaps creating a space in parts of the body that are a little more unknown. Tap into some parts of the body that we may not pay as much attention to. Just take one more full breath right where you are. Simply pay attention to it. Watch yourself breathe out completely. And then open up your eyes. Bikini Mudra, you're just going to bring your fingertips to gently touch together. So don't like press them together, but just gently together, and rest them in front of your heart space. Drop the shoulder blades. Yeah. And it says same thing, just breathe. But this time when you inhale, can you focus on expanding into the sides of your ribs and like all the way up into your armpits? Through the arms into the fingertips. And then when you exhale, watch the breath travel back up through the arms and down through the sides of the ribs, all the way down to the hips. And just 2 more breaths like that. Focus again, inhale, expanding wide into the ribs, into the armpits, the shoulders, the upper arms, all the way down to the fingers. And exhale in the opposite direction to release. And just one more round. And if your eyes are closed, you can open them up. Keep that mudra. Inhale, reach your arms forward and like way up high to the sky. Drop the shoulder blades down. Just breathe there. Yeah, so as you're breathing, can you stretch your fingertips up, but keep them gently pressed together. And then exhale, keep that length, drop the shoulder blades. Take one more breath in and maybe lift your chest up and go back a little bit. And then exhale, arms out wide, release them all the way down and find your way onto your hands and your knees, tabletop position. Yeah, so from tabletop position, instead of like traditional cat-cow, when you inhale, now shift forward and out to the right. And then exhale, shift back and over to the left. And just make those big circles. Trying to hit all the little crevices in the side of your body. Like puff your hips to the right and puff them over to the left. And then same thing, other direction to the left. Breathe in, hips back. Breathe out, hips right, shift forward. And just making those big full circles. All right, one more round. Back to central neutral spine, hips towards the heels. Bikini mudra, fingers together, child's pose. And I drop to the mat. Big full breath in. Empty out completely. And see if you can keep your fingers pressed together, belly button to spine. Inhale, lift your hips up, reach all the way up and back. So come all the way up to kneel. Keep that mudra, fingertips gently pressed together, lift up and back. Right, huge full breath in here, open across the chest. And when you exhale, just swing forward, airplane arms back to child's pose. Inhale out to a tabletop position and extend the right leg back behind you. Breathe. Yeah, and instead of like that straight out that we normally do, you can lift your right leg up a little bit and turn the right toes out to the right. Press evenly into both hands, big full breath in. When you exhale, keep that external rotation. You're going to bend your right knee and bring your right knee in towards your right shoulder. So instead of knee to nose, the thing we always do, knee towards the shoulder and just explore that. Shift your chest forward, forward, forward. Pull the knee in and in towards the shoulder or above your elbow if you can. Yeah, inhale, right leg up and back again, stretch. And then exhale, internal rotation. I think I'm going to say those things. Exhale, internal rotation. Turn the toes down. Bring the right knee in towards your nose. Puff your shoulder blades up. Yeah, belly button to spine. Big breath. Next, inhale, reach the right leg up and back. Tent your fingers right up on the fingertips. Exhale, come through that knee to nose again. Puff the shoulder blades up. And then this time, look forward. And see if you can step the right foot between your hands. And if it doesn't make it, like mine didn't, lift up a hand to walk that foot all the way forward. Yeah, just drop your hips down and forward from there. So push your right heel down. Pull your right hip back. Belly button to spine. Find that mudra again. Bikini, fingertips together. Reach your arms up high and breathe. Yeah, so exploring spaces. Can we drop the hips a little lower? Push the right heel down, pull the right hip back. And maybe find a little bit more of a lift through the chest up into the fingertips, right? Take that big inhale, send your breath all the way up through the side body, armpits up into the fingertips. This time when you exhale, you're just gonna reach left hand forward and the right hand back behind you, right? So instead of a twist like we usually do, lift your chest up here. Keep dropping those hips, yeah. All right, big full breath in. Exhale, hinge forward. Lower your left hand to the mat. Right hand high. And then stay in that position, half split. Lengthen out the right leg. Pull the right toes back towards the right kneecap. It's like a half split with a twist. Yeah, if it feels okay, look up at your right hand. Push into the left. All right, nice big inhale. Huge deep exhale. Take one more big breath in. Exhale, just swing your right hand back, down, and forward, half split. Yeah, fill up your lungs, low lunge. Bend your right knee, drop your hips, tent your fingertips. And when you exhale, push into the fingertips, belly button to spine, to lift the hips, all the way back to child's pose. Inhale, shift forward, tabletop, extend the left leg back behind you, breathe. And so same idea. I'm gonna open the left hip, chest forward, reach the left toes back, breathe in. When you exhale, rock that left knee in towards the left shoulder, squeeze it in, keep the knee up high, yeah. Do a little shift forward with your chest, push into every single finger. Try to tap that knee all the way forward. And then inhale, reach it up and back. Left toes point down. Exhale, knee to nose. Create space, push into the hands, belly button to spine. Puff the shoulder blades up. And next inhale, reach the left leg up and back. Tent to your fingertips. And then exhale, come through knee to nose again. Puff the shoulder blades up to create space to walk the left foot through, low lunge. To do, you need to get there, drop your hips down and forward. Bikini mudra, fingertips together, rise up, reach up, breathe. And now drop the hips, push the left heel down, pull the left hip back. Full deep breath in, go up, maybe back. And then exhale, right hand forward, left hand back behind you, breathe. Okay, big breath in. Stretch your fingers in opposite directions, big breath out. Inhale, lower the right hand down, left arm high to the sky. Lengthen out the left leg, pull your hips back, flex the left foot, breathe. Just inhale here. Exhale. One more big breath in. Exhale, left hand down and back and forward. When you breathe in, shift forward, low lunge, drop your hips down and forward, lift the chest slightly. Exhale, push into the fingertips, all the way back to tabletop and child's pose. All right, full deep breath in. Open mouth, exhale, just let go of some heat. Again, breathe in. Anything you need to let go of, just drop it right through the mat. Fingertips together, bikini mudra. Inhale, rise and reach. Holding one breath per movement. Up, 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 rise and reach. Exhale, child's pose, airplane arms. Breathe in, tabletop, extend the right leg back behind you. Exhale, right knee, right shoulder, squeeze it in. Inhale, reach the right leg back and then turn the toes down to the ground. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, right leg back, tent the fingertips. Exhale, knee to nose, step the right foot through between the hands, drop the hips. Yeah, tent the fingers, rise and reach. Inhale. Exhale, left hand forward, right hand back. Inhale, lower the left hand, half split, pull your hips back. Yeah, exhale, reach the right hand back down and forward, half split. Inhale, low lunge, drop the hips. Exhale, all the way back to child's pose, just let go. Inhale, tabletop, left leg back, stretch. Exhale, left knee, left shoulder, squeeze. Inhale, reach up and back. Exhale, turn the toes down, knee to nose. Tent your fingers, breathe in, left leg high. Exhale, knee to nose, step the left foot forward. Again, drop the hips down and forward. When you inhale, tent the fingers, rise and reach. Exhale, right hand forward, left hand back. Yeah, breathe in, lower the right hand down. Left arm high, pull the hips back. Exhale, left hand back and down, half split. Breathe in, low lunge, drop your hips. Exhale, don't you know it, child's pose. This time, fill up your lungs, rise up. Tabletop position. And when you exhale, tuck your toes, roll the hips up and back to downward facing dog. Now push your hands down and forward. Pull the hips way up and back. Yeah, thighs, knees, shins back, wake up the legs. Inhale, rise to the balls of the feet. So lift your heels as high as you can. Keep pulling hips up and back. Now one more inhale there. When you exhale, bend your knees, like drop them right down towards the mat, just hovering over the mat, and then see if you can pull your hips back even more. Like getting into those different spaces, yeah. Full inhale here, push the hands down and forward. Empty out your breath completely. Look between your hands and just walk your feet up behind the wrists. Ragdoll pose. So take a big generous bend in your knees. Bring your fingers to opposite elbows. Drop your chest and drop your head. And then 3 full breaths just to be here. Notice where you can create space for yourself with a simple release of something, anything. And one more full inhale. When you exhale, release your hands to the earth, toe heel your big toes all the way together to touch. Really push down, big toes, little toes. Center of the heels, belly button to spine. Nice and slowly roll up to stand. So push into the feet, through the floor as you roll up. Now when you get all the way up there, oh, zucchini, fingertips together. Inhale, reach up, go up and back. Hips forward, chest high. Exhale, forward fold, hinge from the hips all the way forward. Just airplane arms, and if you can interlace your fingers, if that's accessible, interlace the fingers and then push the knuckles up towards the sky and forward. In that forward fold, yeah. Lower your hands to the mat. Just take a breath in, halfway lift, pull your chest forward. And when you exhale, left leg back behind you, low lunge. Yeah, so right knee over right ankle. Turn the ball of your back foot. And this time, option to keep your back leg lifted. Rise up, crescent lunge, Bikini Mudra. Very big full breath. Yeah. Drop the hips, pull the right hip back again. Maybe go up and back, breathe in. Exhale, left hand forward, right hand back behind you, right? That big lift of the chest here, breathe. Yeah, full breath in. Stay here, exhale. And when you inhale, lower the left foot down, a little bit behind the right foot, and then start to lengthen up the right leg, right arm high to the sky. So you've got this revolved triangle, which is a big stretch. Just do what you can, pull the right hip back, chest forward. Nice big inhale. Exhale, reach the right arm back and down, pyramid pose. Yeah, breathe. Pull the right hip back, breathe. Nice big breath in. Lift your right toes up and bend your left knee. Right toes up and bend the left knee. Give it a go. Yeah, breathe right there. Exhale. And then when you inhale, shift your weight back forward into the right foot. Spring off the left. Hug your left knee in towards the right. Bend the left knee so left heel's coming up towards your bum. Just like a forward fold with that little perched leg. Nice big inhale. Exhale, lower the left foot down. Yeah, inhale, halfway lift, pull your chest forward. And when you exhale, send the right foot way, way, way back to your lunge. Bikini Mudra, fingertips come together to touch, rise up, reach up, breathe. Yeah, the mudra of intuition. Trust in yourself. Big breath in, just lift your chest up. Exhale, right hand forward, left hand back. Right, fill up your lungs here. Empty out, drop the hips. And then when you inhale, lower the right hand down to the ground, left arm high to the sky. Option to start lengthening out the left leg. Okay, same idea as the other side, chest forward. Pull the left hip back, yeah. Big full breath in. Nice big exhale. One more inhale right where you are. And then exhale, reach the left hand down and back. Lower it down to frame the left foot, breathe. You can stay here in pyramid. Or next inhale, pull the left toes up towards the left kneecap and bend your right knee. Next time you breathe in, shift forward to your left foot. Right knee comes in towards the left. Right heel towards the bum. Fold forward here. Nice breath in. Exhale, lower the right foot to meet the left. When you inhale, half lift, pull your chest forward. Exhale, forward fold. We'll build on from here. Push into the feet. Bikini Mudra. Inhale, rise all the way up. Reach all the way up. Exhale, hinge forward. Interlace the fingers behind you. Forward fold. Release your hands. Take a breath in. Half lift. Chest forward. And exhale, left foot way back behind you. Lunge. Rise and reach crescent. Inhale. Exhale, left hand forward, right hand back, lift the chest. Breathe in, revolve triangle, lower the left hand down, right arm to the sky, lengthen out the right leg. Exhale, right hand back behind you and down, pyramid. And when you inhale, lengthen out the right leg and right toes towards the kneecap, bend the left knee. But this time when you exhale, just come back to your lunge, bend the right knee, lengthen out the left. Rise and reach, bikini, inhale. Let's expand and open warrior two this time. Exhale and breathe. Yeah, fill up your lungs, lengthen out the right leg. Exhale, triangle, reach the right hand forward, pull the left hip back. Right hand down, left arm high. So get about 5 breaths. You can stay here or take a little bend in the right knee, and this time spring off the left, half moon balance. Right hand about 6 inches in front of the right baby toe to the earth, or your right hand can hover. Reach the left arm up to the sky, kick your left heel back. Maybe shift your gaze up to the left hand. If you're in half moon, any variation that feels good to you, you can explore. Simply stay and breathe where you are. Explore where you are. If you're in half moon, finding your way back to triangle. And the next time you inhale, push into the right foot. Rise all the way up to stand. And exhale, turn the right foot parallel to the left, long edge of your mat. So toes can angle in slightly towards each other. Take a breath in, reach high to the sky, fingertips together to touch. And then exhale, arms wide, hinge from the hips. Wide-legged forward fold. You can hook your first 2 fingers around the big toes. Maybe interlace the fingers behind you for a shoulder rinse. Make this one your own, yeah. If you're grabbing onto the big toes, release them. If you've interlaced your fingers behind you, release your hands down to the mat. Just inhale halfway up, arms out wide. Exhale right there. Yeah, push into the feet, take up more space. Send your energy out, reach all the way high to the sky. Bikini mudra. And then exhale back to warrior two, right toes to the front. Expand on open. Reverse when you breathe in, right arm high to the sky. And when you exhale, come all the way back down to your low lunge. Yeah, take a breath in, lengthen out the right leg, bend the left knee. And then exhale to that perch, push into the right foot, spring off the left knee comes into meet the right. Standing forward fold, lower the left foot down. Take a breath in, halfway lift. Exhale, right foot all the way back behind you. Crescent lunge, bikini, breathe in. Right arm forward, left arm back, breathe out. Inhale, lower the right hand down. Lengthen the left leg, revolve triangle. And when you exhale, left hand back behind you and down. Pyramid. Inhale, left toes towards the left kneecap, bend the right knee. And then exhale, switch that out, right back to your low lunge, bend the left knee. Fill up your lungs, rise and reach, crescent. Empty them out, expand and open, warrior two. Breathe in, lengthen the left leg. Breathe out, triangle pose, hips back, big reach forward. So same as the other side, you've got about 5 breaths to play. You can come into half moon, or if there's anything else that would help you to expand, playing around with to get into some of the muscles that you maybe haven't been working in a while. Yeah, we're cleaning house, cleaning out the cobwebs. And again, if you're playing around with something else, find your way back to triangle pose. Crackle pop day. All right, push into the left foot. Inhale, rise all the way up to stand. And we exhale, left foot parallel to the right. Slightly turn the toes in towards each other again. Push into the baby toe sides of the feet. Inhale, reach up high, fingertips together to touch. And again, exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Any variation, it can be different this time. I always wonder if you can hear when things start cracking and snapping in my body. Sometimes the mics catch it, sometimes they don't. All good, right? Just getting into those funky spaces. Learning to find them, be aware of them first, so then we can release any of the junk we don't need. And if you're doing any variation with your arms, just lower your hands down to the mat. And then inhale halfway up, arms wide. Empty out the breath right there. And inhale, push into the feet all the way up to stand, arms up overhead, fingers together to touch. Exhale, warrior two, left toes to the front, expand open. Fill up your lungs to reverse. Empty out all the way down to a low lunge. Lengthen the left leg, bend the right knee. Breathe in. Exhale, shift to the left foot. Right knee comes in towards the left, heel to bone. Lower the right foot to meet the left. Take a big breath, chest forward. And this time when you exhale, come into a tiny little ball. Bend both knees. And just round forward over the legs. Yeah, keep reaching your hands forward, chest forward, and see if you can slowly come down to a seat. Boat pose, knees up, ankles up to knee height. Yeah, lift your chest up and then reach through the arms, through the fingers. You can stay here or maybe lengthen out the legs and reach the arms up. Just here for 4, 3, 2. Pick a shin, cross it in front. Plant the hands, step back to a high plank. I think it's the first time we've done it this class. Lower down to a low plank. Breathe in, up dog, push into the hands, lift your chest. And then exhale, downward facing dog. There's a little bit of the familiar for you again. Shift forward, high plank, breathe in. And when you exhale this time, shift forward and lower all the way down to the earth. All the way down to the belly, arms up overhead. Yeah, just breathe here. Push the palms of the hands into the floor or whatever surface you've got below you. Next time you inhale, just kick your left leg back and up. Back first and then up. Left leg back and up. And everything else chill. And then push into the left hand. Lift the right arm up along with the left leg. Lift your chest up. Create space. Reach the right fingers forward. Kick the left foot back, 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 back. Now one more big breath in, rise up, reach up. Exhale, just lower it all down, let go. Right leg up, same idea. Kick the right leg back and then up. Breathe. Next inhale, left arm reaches forward and up. Lift your chest. And stretch in opposite directions. Right toes back, left hand forward. Take a big reach and a big kick. Inhale, rise. Exhale, just let it all go. Yeah, so from this position, everything else stays the same except take your right arm and just walk it down so that your right arm extends straight out from the right shoulder. So your upper body, your arms are kind of making this L shape. Left hand up overhead, right arm straight out to the right. Yeah, Inhale, lift the left leg, send it back and up. Exhale here. And then this time, inhale, lift the left arm up and your chest up. Breathe. Yeah. From that position, can you rock over? You can lower the left fingers down if you need. And rock over onto the right hip and the right cheek. So left arm is way up overhead. Left leg is still in the air. Rock over to the right cheek and the right hip. Keep the left leg in the air and extend that left leg back, 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 back. Take one more full breath in. And exhale, slowly roll back to the center, back to the stomach, lower the left leg. Reach the right arm up overhead, inhale. And exhale, slide the left hand down, left arm straight out from the left shoulder. So similar idea. Tent the right fingers, inhale, send the right leg back and up. Exhale there. And inhale, lift your chest and the right arm up. Yeah, lower the right fingers down. Everything else will stay lifted, but lower the right fingers down. Push into the right fingers, rock over to the left hip, and then drop your left cheek down to the mat, your head down to the mat. Send the right foot in the air, back behind you so that you rock more and more and more onto the left hip. And full breath. One more inhale. And when you exhale, come back to center, back onto the stomach. Left arm up overhead, both arms up overhead. Yeah, inhale, lengthen out both legs, lift both legs up. Exhale here. And then inhale, lift your arms and your chest. Breathe here. You're here for 5. Stretch the fingers and the toes. 4, rise up a little more. Yeah, 3, reach for it, go for it. 2, notice where you can soften. 1 more inhale to rise up and reach. And then exhale, hands in towards the chest, lower down. Push up and back this time, child's pose. Push up and back, child's pose. A little deep inhale. Open mouth, exhale, release, let go. Rise up, tabletop, breathe in. And this time when you exhale, just turn your body to face the long edge of your mat. Set up for frog pose. Kneel a little under, padding underneath your knees extra. You can fold your mat. I like to fold it in thirds. And again to third, and then again. Yeah. And then simply hands over, or shoulders over the wrists. Jeez, Lauren. Knees on top of the mat. And you're going to walk your knees as far apart as you can without forcing them. As far apart as you can without forcing them. And then take your feet, look at your feet, slide them out so that your ankles are directly behind your knees. So it's like lots of right angles here. Ankles directly behind the knees. Turn your toes out away from each other, right? In that position, you can maybe drop to your forearms or your chest. But try not to lean your body forward or backwards. You're just keeping your hips in the same line as your knees. Just a little higher up, perhaps. And again, let your knees come out away from each other as far as they go without forcing it. Breathe. Frog. I can neither do this pose or teach this pose without thinking of my mom and like her very first yoga asana experience. Like a 3-hour heated Baptiste power Vinyasa yoga class, and then 20 minutes of frog towards the end. And I remember my mom just loving, like, getting to be still and rest for 20 minutes. and me, instead of letting go into the pose, just creating space, moving into it. I think I spent 20 minutes resisting. Ow, I don't like this. It's uncomfortable. I'm bored. Why do we get the hands? Point being, it's a choice in every single moment, every single pose, every single moment, on and off the yoga mat. How to respond, how to meet that moment. But we can't make that choice until we are aware of ourselves first. So about another minute or so here, not 20. Simply see if you can notice, pay attention. Pay attention to what happens with your breath when you hang out here. Pay attention to all the parts of the body. Notice anywhere you feel sensation and what that is. You can pay attention to your thoughts. Some are coming up. And then you can choose to respond mindfully. Do you want to tap into, return to a deeper focus on your breath? I encourage you to do that, yeah. Do you want to, on those exhales, see if you can soften and let go of any tension you might be feeling in the body? Maybe you want to choose to just let go of those thoughts that take up space unnecessarily. So you can create space for other things, right? One full breath in right where you are. Empty out completely. And if you're on your forearms, come up onto the hands. You can walk your feet together, walk your knees up and in together, and then roll your mat out, or really any way you want to get back onto your back. All right, and roll the mat out, up onto your back. And by back onto your mat and back onto your back, I guess it's the first time we've been in this practice. So all the way down to your back. Hug your knees straight to the chest when you get there. Send your arms straight to your sides, palms face down. Really simple spine twist. Drop both knees to the left. Turn your head to the right. And simply exhale and let go. Drop in, be supported. No effort. Yeah, just enough effort from there to switch sides, knees to center, drop them over to the right, turn your head to the left. Your eyes are open, maybe close your eyes. Notice if you're holding on somewhere, see if you can let it go. And then just enough effort to come back to center again. Hug your knees straight into your chest. Rest the whole length of the spine onto the mat. Happy laughing baby pose. You can grab the inner arches or outsides of your feet, or arms out wide behind the knees. Let your thighs just release straight down towards the mat, kneecaps towards your armpits. Anchor your lower back down. And then bring a little movement, a little play if that feels good. Come back to center. Hug your knees back to the chest one final time. Breathe in. And when you exhale, lengthen out your legs, let your feet flap open. Arms down by the sides, turn the palms face up. Take up as much space as feels good to you in this pose. And then let your muscles release into the earth. Continue to take up space, but without effort. Yoga is an opportunity to find space in a crowded world. Or I like to think of it more as creating space than finding it. It doesn't just fall into our laps. We need to do the work. Right where you are, without moving your body, can you just create a little more space for yourself? And then physically reach for it, go for it, take up more space, reach the arms up overhead, stretch the toes forward, breathe in. Exhale, keep that space, but just let the body melt back into the earth in whatever shape it's in. And then again, inhale, reach in opposite directions. And when you exhale, you can just roll over into a ball, into a fetal position, either side. And from that position, find your way up to a comfortable seat, whatever's comfortable for you. And come back to Hakini Mudra, just that soft connection of the fingertips. And letting your hands kind of blossom and pillow open from there. Inhale, thumbs right up to the center of your forehead, seat of your intuition. And when you exhale, simply bow chin to chest. Take this moment to see and thank yourself and each other. And finding connecting to the light in you and not in each other. Namaste. My children are here. My husband's out of town, and so I purposefully ended class at least 30 seconds early so that their alarm doesn't go off and they don't come running up here and start banging on the door. So that is where we are. I'll click off the recording.